Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Coach Andres with coachingwithandres.com, and thank you, ladies, for tuning in. Today, we're going to talk about a very common situation. We've all been there. The breakup. Oh, the heart. The breakup. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. We've all been there. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do after a breakup? How long? That's the question I hear from so many clients, so many women. How long do you wait to date after a breakup? Right? How long? They want to know. 6 months, 2 years, 145 days. How many springs do I have to go being single before the next relationship? I don't know. Come on. There is no answer on a specific time frame. I mean, the whole given rule or the myth of the suggestion was half the time of the relationship gives you half the time that you should go be single. So if it's a 5-year relationship, be single for 2.5 years. I don't know if I agree with that. What's your opinion on that? I want you to leave a comment right now. And how long do you think you should give yourself before getting into another relationship after a breakup? Divorce is different. We'll talk about that in another video. That's actually my next video. Divorce is very different because you have a whole different situation. You don't even know if the kids are involved, the dynamic, the co-parenting, the family, the house. It's just a whole different dynamic. We're talking about just boyfriend, girlfriend, long-term relationship, or even like short-term, 6 months, 1 year, whatever it is that feels. What do you think it is? I want to know. I'm very curious. I'm going to tell you what my suggestion is, what I researched, what I know, what I've learned, what I've gone through. But before I do that, I'd really appreciate your subscription. I really want to know who's watching so I can reach out to make sure you're okay and then let you know if you need any help. I'm here to help you. Again, I do this 7 days a week to help you all, ladies. I'm here to help you all because I want to make sure you find the right man. I want to make sure if you're in a relationship, how to make it better. I want to make sure if you're single, you don't feel alone or feel fearful about the dating world, because I want to make sure I encourage, inspire, empower who you are for your ultimate goal in the relationship world. And it starts with you, not him. I don't know him. I don't know him. I don't want to know him. I'm not going to talk to him. I'm talking to you. And that's what I do as a coach. I talk to you. It's a little tough love. It's respectful. It's accountable towards what your goals are. Hold you accountable and respectful towards and responsible your goals. Responsible and accountable towards your goals. That has to do with the time frame of how long do you wait to date someone after a breakup. The answer isn't a specific time. The answer is, what are you doing in that time? It's the quality of time of what you're doing. And that's not easy. Trying to process a heartbreak, trying to process being alone, trying to process closing those doors, trying to process moving on is hard. It's very hard. So when you kind of just let those feelings unfold and take you away from what you were in the relationship, and you don't really have an organized plan, or at least as somewhat of a schedule to kind of grow and heal from those feelings and memories and moments, it could take a long time. It could take a long time, maybe even longer than the relationship actually was, because you're just kind of drifting away. Resentful, regretful, doubting, could have, should have. It was me, it was that, what was that, it was her, it was him, it was this. We all have done it. It's very commonly done. I have done that. But it doesn't work. And it takes so much longer than it needs to. And it's not trying to disrespect the relationship or what you have with that person. If anything, you're trying to respect that relationship by understanding, how do I grow from what didn't work? How do I learn from what didn't work? And that is not easy. Taking accountability, like I said. Taking responsibility, like I said. Challenging yourself after the breakup to learn what could you do differently? What could you learn from? How could you be more understanding? How could you be more patient? What got you into that position? Why were you in that relationship for so long? What was it that really came to this point of a breakup, a blow up, a failure, a loss? It's so interesting about in sports, the greatest athletes, the greatest talents, and I'm sure there's in other professions too, they soak that loss and immediately they focus on the next opponent. I'm not saying you got to focus on the next opponent, but they focus on what they need to do. Tell me what I need to do to get better from this loss. Tell me what I need to do that I need to do better from this game that we lost. And I'm going to practice my ass off 2 or 3 days. And I'm going to prepare myself for the next opportunity. That's the key. I'm going to prepare myself for the next opportunity. And they're on a schedule, and they have a paycheck, and they have a job, and they have a boss, and they have a coach, and they have a team. So they have so many different voices saying, we don't have time for you to just drift yourself on this feeling anymore. We got a long season. We got a long life ahead of us. On to the next one. So we need to process what we need to get better at and what we need to do to win the next opportunity. And they get to work. And they do it with so much rigorously, focusedly, is that a word? No, it's not. Rigorous, focused attention and just discipline, and almost kind of pause the feeling, not deny it, not reject it, but pause it and put the work in. Don't dictate my day on my feeling. I'm going to get the job done. I'll look at my feeling at the end of the day. And I want to make sure I get the job done. I want to make sure I see those results. I want to make sure I get more productive, see the progress of what's going on. Because I got that opponent coming up next week. I got that next opportunity next week. It's a metaphor to what you do after a breakup to put yourself and make yourself accountable to get the work in that makes you better. Learn from your last relationship, your last loss, to make yourself better. And work on it. And don't work on it with another man. Work on it with yourself. Work on it with the people in your life, your family, your loved ones, your circle, your friends, your coworkers. Work on that with them, the ones who aren't going to break up with you. And when you do that, it's not only healing the pain, but you're also growing. You're also evolving. You're healing and growing. You're healing and learning. And you've done it with people who got your back, not some person on the dating app, not your match on Bumble, not your ex who's trying to come back in your life, not the booty call who just cares about the booty. No, that's all there. You do it with the people who love you, who got your back, who won't break up with you. And you practice on that. And you challenge yourself on those things. If you commit to that, and I know there'll be moments of feeling sad. I know there'll be moments of feeling mucked to those memories, and that's normal. That's good. But now you're empowering and you're taking the direction of your own, of this feeling, and you're dictating your future. We have another opponent next week. We have another game next week. I don't have the time. I'm 45, coach. I'm 35, coach. I want to have kids. I don't have the time. Then we can't just let our feelings drift us and take us and direct us wherever we are until we are finally ready. Make yourself ready. That's what I'm trying to say. You have another opportunity next week. You have another opponent next week. Not literally, metaphorically. And learn. Own up to it. And grow from it, because now you're empowering your strength and not the fear of why something didn't work out, or why, what is it you? Do you need to work on this? Do you need to grow on this? Do you need to change? Are you the problem? Am I the problem? Are you the problem? I don't know. We might be the problem. I love that video. That's the goal. There is no specific time frame on that, because when you commit to that, you're just going to know. You're just going to feel it. You're going to have this epiphany, this enlightenment, this moment, this awakening. You're like, wow. And you're going to be so good at it. And you're going to be so focused on it. You're going to be so locked in that moment and that feeling. You're not even going to be trying to prioritize meeting someone, and you might just meet someone. That's usually how it works, right? That's usually how it works. So when you ask the question, how long do I take till I date again after a breakup? It doesn't matter how long the relationship was. I'm saying that respectfully. It's about what you do after the breakup to prepare yourself. And if you sit there and wait for that feeling to finally give you the action, the direction, the courage to get up, it's going to take a lot longer than you expect or even want. If you make it happen, get up and go, get the job done, better yourself, challenge yourself, learn from the past relationships, studying film, sports metaphor, studying film, because you got the opponent next week, it's not going to take as long. It's not going to take as long. And it has nothing to do with disrespecting the last relationship. It's about respecting you more. I want you to respect you more than your last relationship. Is it okay to say? I want you to respect yourself more than your last relationship. It's not disrespecting that relationship. It's respecting what you went through. It's respecting that person you dated. But I want you to respect yourself even more. I think that's fair. I think that's okay. I think that's more than reasonable. What do you think? Think about that. And I want you to leave a comment. And I want to let you know right now, if you need a coaching session, I'm here to help. This is what I do 7 days a week. I'm here to help. And I have a few limited promotional discounted prices for my coaching sessions left. And I want you to make a comment if you're interested in it. I'm going to comment and reply myself, not my assistant, not anybody else. It's always me because I love replying on your comments. And I'll send you the link. Thank you very much for watching this, and I always appreciate your support. My name is Coach Andres with coachingwithundress.com. See you soon.